Hi, this is Van Lem. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's episode is going to be about taking life seriously later in your life. And by later, I don't mean like 80 years old, which is fine as well. I just mean like later than your teenage years and early 20s, which is most of what we see online, I find, even though there is many more of us than it might seem. So I should talk a bit about my background. So I am now 33 years old and I have 2 kids. And I've been drawing all my life, on and off, basically. When I was a kid, I always said, when I'm gonna be a grown-up, I'm gonna be an artist, I'm gonna do comics, whatever, anything art-related. I really was into it. And I had confidence because it was not broken yet, so I thought I was good and I thought things were going good. But I was a kid born in the 90s and didn't really have access to the internet much at first. So when I had access to internet and discovered DeviantArt and all of the internet, I saw that so many other kids were way better than me, and it crushed the confidence I had at that point. And I don't know, it was hard for me to recover from that at first. So I was just drawing on and off, like many people do, because I thought that those people who were so good, it was because they were born with a skill that was not meant to be for me. Because people, they talk about talent as if it's innate, as if you're born with it, which isn't true. I agree that maybe some people are predisposed to be better at something than other, like some people will run faster and etc. But you can be good at anything if you're obsessed with it. That's what I think. So because of my way of thinking, it blocked me to become better. In my 20s, I drew, and I had my phases where I would draw and then I would hate my art, rinse and repeat for many, many years. But the thing is that I never really did any studies, I didn't use references, I didn't do anything to help myself. So I would just compare myself to others and think, okay, what I do is bad. I'll try again in a few months, maybe I'll be better by then. As if it would be by magic that suddenly I will understand something. So time moved and moved, life moved, and eventually you're in your late 20s, approaching 30, and maybe you have a job like mine that is fine, but isn't like your dream job. And you're thinking, okay, what matters to me really in life? What do I want to do? So to me, the answer has always been art. So even if I was not as good as some 15 years old from another country, I was like, I still owe it to myself to do what I like, and I will just do it. So I would say that by my late 20s, I started to think, okay, I'll practice more. So I started to draw almost every day. I had my waves, of course. Sometimes I would take a break, but I started to draw more and more. I used references. I looked at tutorials. I watched a lot of Istebrak on YouTube. Istebrak. She's amazing. She's also on IG and everywhere, basically. But she's amazing. So watched a lot of her videos. I drew a lot. I even did one Inktober from beginning to end, only one time. I value my mental health, so one time only. So the more I drew, the more I got better, and I was surprised by how fast I was improving when I actually tried to improve. It was not me expecting to do a masterpiece, it was just me doing a bunch of studies, and I really like to draw portraits, as many of you know, so I drew so many portraits and it got better and better and better, which was the proof that if you practice, you get better, and it's not just some born talent that you're a chosen one of the art. So it continued like that, and eventually people started to ask me for commissions or if I sold my art online, and that's when I knew that I had reached a level a bit higher than what I had. I still don't consider myself a pro, but I know that I'm marketable, so that's cool. And if you wait until you're a pro to try to sell stuff, then you won't make a cent, because not everybody wants like the super polished, hyper realistic thing. Sometimes you want a Sonic with a big fat butt. I mean, you can want anything you want, and it's cool like that. So around the pandemic time, lots of introspection, even more than before, and I thought, you know what, I will start to make money with my art. I've been practicing for the past years, I got better, still not at the level I want to be, but I'm at a level where I'm starting to get interest from people. People want to buy some of my stuff, which is like the biggest compliment ever, because it is something that I did and I put my soul into it, and you want to give me money for it? Please do. it feels so good. So I decided to take some kind of big risk, like not life-changing risk like quitting my job, because I would not do that. And I think that unless you are very confident that you can do it, or like you have the resources to back yourself, don't do that. So me, I can't just quit my job. But I decided to invest in a good printer. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do prints. I bought like a $800 Canon printer, and I knew it was a lot of money, especially for a starter printer for me who had no idea how it would work. But you know what? I started to advertise my commissions online, and I was getting regular commissions. So within a few months, I paid back the printer. And then I thought, okay, I'll take on another challenge. And I knew that Montreal Mini Comic Con was coming up. So I decided to have my first table at the Comic Con. So I made a bunch of prints and all, and I thought, hey, I should make stickers. Because I had been seeing so many people online doing stickers, and I know that like many people, they don't have the biggest budget or even the space to put prints up, but a sticker, everybody can get a sticker. So I bought the Cricut machine, this baby there, and I made stickers, and this is what sold the most at my first Comic-Con. So it was a very cool learning lesson, and I opened my Etsy shop around that time as well. So by that time, I think I am like closing into 30. Oh, I am 30. It's all in that area. So again, in a few months with my Etsy shop and selling like commission stickers and all, I paid back my Cricut. And in between all of that, like I had kids. So my 2 kids are from 2020. So I've been busy. I've been doing lots of art, lots of practicing, lots of crafting, lots of learning, because all of that I learned online, watching videos on YouTube and joining crafting groups on Facebook, because I was obsessed. Like when I go back to when I bought the printer, I'm not lying, I think I spent like 2-3 hours a day for like 2-3 weeks reading reviews about printers and like watching videos of YouTubers, what printers they're using. Like I did my research a lot to be sure, and something similar happened when I bought this little thing. And I always have the next project in my head because I am obsessed. And I think that being obsessed, well, in a healthy way for me, being obsessed is what makes me dare to do things. So being an artist and daring to put yourself out there later in your life, I think like I felt a bit of shame because I would compare myself to people who are half my age and they are amazing and way better than me. But I saw some meme one time and it made me think. It was it was someone looking at 2 cakes, and one person was like, oh my god, that cake is way better than mine, because you're the one who cooked the cake. But then the people who was gonna eat the cake, he looked at the cake and he was like, damn, I have 2 cakes, amazing. And I think that's how most people feel. So I'm just another artist, and I will have those moments of comparing myself, of course, but I try to not let it affect myself too much. And I'm looking to improve and always get better and always challenge myself, and I have so much fun. And I have many projects, and I just don't have the time to do all of them because of my family, and I'm tired. And I have a full-time job, so it's a lot of things to handle all at once, but I'm having a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing all of that, and it makes me feel good, and it improves my self-esteem that I dare to do that. I like that I'm just like a random mom who's like, hey, I don't care that I'm 33 and I'm not the best one, and I have a full-time job and kids, and I'm still gonna do art and draw cute raccoon stickers, and people will laugh and enjoy, and I'm gonna connect with people. So I just think it's super cool, and I can do it, you can do it if you want to do it, and there's no age. And who knows, maybe in 10 years I will decide to learn martial art or learn another language. The only people putting like an age limit on you is yourself. So don't do that, and pursue any interest you have to the fullest if you really care, and ignore the doubts. Just do what you want. And I think one of the perks of getting older is caring less and less what people will think. So I'm trying to live my best life and have fun and do my projects. And I'm just happy that some of you are there and have been following me for years, or maybe you're new. If you're new, well, I'm happy that you're interested and still watching that video, and I have more videos, and you could ask anybody who know me. I talk a lot, so I will never run out of content. But yeah, I just hope that I'm motivating you by talking to you a bit about my journey. And my current goals basically are just to continue with what I'm doing. So I want to make more merch for my shop, more cute stickers. I want to do more fan art. Those are more for the in-person conventions. I want to continue to improve, and I've been buying like gear, so I want to make like shirts and bags and so many things I want to do. And I'm always stopping myself from buying more gear to make more craft because I barely have the time to do the craft I already try to make right now. When I talk about my artist life to other people who don't know me, everybody's shocked, like, how do you have time to do that? And I'm like, I have no idea, because I am a super low energy person and I always want to sleep. So I think that it's just that I replace some of the nightly Netflix with drawing and making merch, and I don't go out that much, and I like to chill home and do my stuff and my craft, and it's one day at a time. I try to not put too much pressure on myself, because you never know when the whole family is gonna get sick, because kids, they bring germs home, or maybe one night I'm just very tired and I deserve to rest, or work has been rough and like I need a day or two to relax, and it's fine, because my projects, they're still moving on, and I'm not going fast, but I'm still going, so that's what matters. So thank you for watching. This is mostly a rambling pep talk, and I hope you're happy. So yeah, if you like this, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And thank you. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you also face similar struggles as me, I would love to know. So leave me a comment. Thank you. Bye bye.